Oh shit, we're back! More Star Wars D6 in the house. Where last we left our heroes. Yeah,
they were in midair.
Yeah.
We picked back up with them in midair. Okay. You are flying through the air, being hugged by one of your party members, who is firing a stun blaster, is wearing a cape, and flying with a jetpack. They are a mouse droid that has been co-opted as the head of an old Confederation super battle droid. What do?
Can I roll like a knowledge check to see if there's like an off button?
You're gonna turn off Rosie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'd probably...
You can roll a technical for that, but again, you're untrained in droids.
I know, maybe we'll have more luck than what I...
so high up in the air.
Yeah. While you're rolling that, Rosie shouts, Demi, I'm learning so many new things with my expanded mind. Did you realize that fear is terrible?
See what I mean? I rolled 2 6s on that.
Okay.
And then a 3.
Okay.
So a total of 15.
Okay, very good. No, there is not a easily accessible off button.
Okay. I hate this feeling.
Belial, what is Hull doing at this point?
Hull, now that she can breathe a little bit, even though the air is going to be thinning in a moment.
You're not quite that far up,
but
the wind is whipping at you.
Yeah. She's going to shout, slow down!
I don't know how. I think if I do that again, we'll just start falling.
Okay. Roll telekinesis to try and force her to slow down.
Okay, so are you trying to like just press against her with your telekinesis?
Yes.
And essentially be a drag force? Okay, go ahead, roll it.
I don't know how hard this is gonna have to get, but... Oh, okay. Thanks, Angel Witch. That's a 6 on the... Where did all this luck go last fucking session? Right? All of it's in this. Like, we're gonna, like, next time we do this, I'm gonna roll all ones. Okay, hold on. I need to roll the 6 again on the wild die. It's another 6. Okay. What is this?
Save that dice. Save that dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mark it or something.
Yes.
Fucking jeez.
What do we call it? Lucky fucking die.
I don't... Wait, okay, so it was a 6 plus a 6. And then 2 3s. So that's another 6. And then the last roll on this wild die was 4, so that's 22. What the fuck?
22.
Oh wait. Do I have to roll senses too?
No, not for this.
Okay.
Rosie, your onboard flight computer is telling you that you are encountering turbulence. It is unable to tell you what is causing said turbulence, but you are now moving into a headwind, as far as it is able to tell. You are slowing down.
Oh, good.
It is suggesting increasing thrust to go ahead and maintain
Do not increase thrust.
viable flight speeds.
Do not increase thrust. Okay, oh, wow, there are so many options.
The ground is getting closer.
Oh, hey, we're gonna hit the ground. My internal computer tells me this is a bad thing.
Your internal computer across your HUD is flashing, pull up, power, power.
I'm going to try to follow the instructions of the computer. If it tries killing you again, I'm sorry. Beep.
Go ahead and roll your use jetpack.
8. Oh, sorry.
8.
No, 9, because +1.
9. Okay. Let's just see here. 9 altogether. Okie dokie.
It wasn't Rosie that killed everyone. It was Hall being too good at telekinesis.
Okay, so, Rosie, as you try and go ahead and follow the instructions that your flight computer are giving you, you try and pull up, shifting your weight backwards, and add power to the thrusters of your jetpack. This is all well and good, but you pull back a little bit too far, and that headwind is now starting to accelerate you, now that it is a tailwind, in the other direction. Much faster. The kids are now on top of this whole flying situation. You are on bottom, and your flight computer is now shouting at you, "Warning, warning, warning, warning!"
I believe we're about to, become horribly injured. Hold tight.
Your nozzle temperatures are climbing into the yellow zone.
This seems extremely bad.
Oh no.
Also, none of you can see it so much. Well, actually, you kids can see this, as you are being held to Rosie, and you can probably see past the torso a little bit, but the ground is again getting rather close. You are skimming, well, not rooftop so much as shack top at this point.
I've just recently grappled with the concept of my own mortality, and now I fear that I'm going to have to deal with it in a very real and very permanent way.
Oh, and by the way, I should also note that the stun blaster is still firing.
I suddenly understand why Washington is constantly terrified. Dying is horrible. I don't like this.
What do, folks?
How far are we from the ground?
You're maybe 10 feet up. Maybe 12.
I'm gonna try just turning off the jetpacks at this point.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Rosie, you shut off your jetpack, yes?
Yes.
Okay, everything else will have to be viewed in the light of this. Is there any other actions from the kiddos?
Jemmy will try and land on his safely. I was going to say on his feet, but no, it's not
Well,
safe.
I should probably stop using telekinesis as soon as the jetpack turns off, so that I don't just smash us into the ground.
Okay, you have stopped using your telekinesis. Demi, am I to understand that you're trying to get your legs under you to brace for this landing?
Demi knows better how to land safely than what Zombie Cam does. So whatever Demi does to land safely.
I'm
going to tell you right now, maybe on your legs
by your torso, and the robot is currently under you.
Landing on your legs is the proper way if your parachute doesn't work, though, because even though it breaks your legs, it's the highest chance of you surviving.
Yeah. If you roll right, you'll basically just explode your knees and maybe break your legs, and then you'll, not completely destroy all your organs.
Potentially. My point here is that Rosie is likely to end up as a crumple zone for you.
Yeah.
The hard metal robot is likely to end up as a...
Yes.
I'm not
safe thing
saying
to
that
land
it's
on.
the perfect solution. I'm just saying that you're not going to be able to get your torso out unless you roll real well. So, I mean, it's your call as to what you want to do. But I am going to require
I'm along
you
for the
in the next
ride, then.
20 seconds.
Brace.
Go along for the ride, then.
Brace hard.
Okay. All right, Rosie, you are now falling out of the air. Well, still continuing to move forward, though not quite as fast. You are decelerating now that you're not actively adding thrust to the backwards momentum. You drop much in the same way that a stone would.
I try and brace for impact and try my best to keep take the majority of the hit myself as opposed to it splattering the children.
Sure, roll strength.
All right. Oh, that's the 6 on the action die at last. Okay, so that's 6, 12, 18, 26.
26. Okay, that'll probably help out quite a bit. Rosie is able to figure out, based on the old programming in the flight computer here, that sometimes a jetpack cutting out in mid-flight is a thing that happens, unfortunately. So the designers did actually have a failure mode for this sort of thing. Some of the armor plating on Rosie's back locks up and essentially turns into a bit of a skid here.
Holy crap, it's the beginning of Halo 3.
Yes.
You're going into armor lock mode.
Basically, yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Anyway, you go ahead and you have that go on, and then you hit the ground, and it's pretty hard. And, Rosie, you've already rolled me strength, which is going to help for the kiddos, but kiddos rolled me strength as well. Hardy if you've got it.
God, I'm dead.
Hey, I'm giving you some protection here. You're not gonna die, hopefully.
You say that.
I said hopefully.
That is a
13.
13, okay.
9.
9.
I'm gonna
Okay.
die.
You're not gonna die. A 9's fine.
And then he's like, "All right, Hall's spine snaps," and
The mangled
Yeah,
body
actually,
of
let me get into this, okay?
God.
Okay, so as you land, the shock just does jar through you. There's only so much that you can do to keep these kids from getting hurt. You do quite a bit. However, the fact that you are made of hardened durasteel that has been face hardened to be used as armor against blaster fire does not make you a cushy surface. Both the kids actually do feel a rib pop on this one. Between the fact that you've been giving them that really quite bad hug and the fact that they just landed nice and hard, both of you do take an injury from this one. But we're not done yet. As Rosie skids along the ground, bleeding off speed, the three of you crash through a skewer shop, sending meat and flames and angry people all over. You skid straight through a line of stools, having a number of different sentients just fall one after the other past Rosie's feet. And finally go ahead and find yourself fetching up against what appears to be a fish stall of some sort. That Rosie's top of their body, because it's not exactly their head, goes ahead and cracks the front facade on, releasing a shower of ice onto all of you, with various different forms of fish intermixed within it. A angry proprietor of some sort goes ahead and yells at you, waving a cleaver, and is then shot into unconsciousness by the final shot from Rosie's stun blaster. Congratulations, you're on the ground with only 2 broken ribs among the party. Rosie, as far as you can tell, with the exception of your nozzles, which are quickly cooling thanks to the ice, you are undamaged.
Rosie, pauses for a second and goes,
Also, you just finally found the hug off button.
yeah. Release you. Hey, I found the hug off. I found the button to not hug you anymore. I think this all worked out pretty well.
just fucking slump on the ground.
Oh, you're tired. I guess this has been a pretty exciting day for you two. I should probably get you, back to the hospital.
You may or may not hear the sound of sirens in the distance.
Oh, that's not good.
Demi's going to look for an alley.
There are many alleys about. Many of them are filled with panicking sentients, running from the crash landing site.
That's a good point. Scared people. Is anyone hurt other than us?
Yes, there are some people who are hurt in the area. You did go ahead and demolish some things coming down, and between people panicking and the just general pandemonium, as well as the stun blaster shots that were careening around, there are a number of unconscious people, some of whom have splinter wounds, some of who have, broken limbs, that sort of thing.
Who looks the worst off? Are there perhaps any elderly people?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I'm going to take them hostage.
Wait, what?
Okay, I'm just going to put this straight up there. If you do that,
11.
that's a dark side point.
Are you actually taking hostages?
No, I'm going to help them.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Alright, so yeah, perception check, please.
11.
11, okay. There are a number of people about, but you're pretty sure the one that's worst off is someone who is clutching, a human who is clutching at their thigh. A piece of wood appears to be embedded in it.
I never want to go back to prison.
Demi will go over and try to help them, and I'll...
You don't have any first aid, do you?
Yes, I do. I have
You
plus
need to
2
send
now.
me a different character sheet. This is your old one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'll just screenshot it and send the screenshot. It'll be
Okay.
faster.
While it's going on, Rosie looks at Hall and says, "You seem to be in a great deal of pain. Is everything all right?"
Okay, so Hall's gonna like get up onto her hands and knees,
Hold on.
and
Sorry, the camera seems to have broken, but it looks like the recording's still going okay. So,
neat.
but actually, I'm just going to try. Hold on, let's try saying real quick. Keep going. It seems we're still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Very
get
fun.
on her hands and knees, and then she's going to punch the robot in the thigh. Obviously, in vain. It's just more of a
Okay, it's working.
like frustrated, like salty punch.
We won't even bother adjudicating this by the rules. It hurts your hand some.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking that she's like coughing from and trying to recover from that.
Why did you do
'Cause it
that?
probably- like
Each time you cough, by the way, a stab of pain goes through your side.
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
Yeah.
Oh no. A quick run through subroutines finds very little in the way of, healing. Is your chassis broken?
I don't even know what a chassis is.
The central casing, essentially. Basically, your chest in robo terms.
She's just gonna nod.
It can't be welded, right? That doesn't work on organics.
No. She shakes her head.
Okay, do you think a medical repair person would be able to assist you?
Nod.
Demi, I think we need to get hauled to a hospital. She's in need of medical repairs.
So Demi's in the process of trying
Okay.
to fix this guy's bleeding leg.
So, what did you get for your roll on that?
That was a 10, sorry, not an 11.
A 10? Okay. So you're able to go ahead and at least apply pressure here. This one does appear to be pretty deep. It doesn't seem like it's hit like the major arteries in the leg, but there's a good chunk of wood in there, and there is blood welling up around it. And you can definitely pack bandages onto it and do that sort of thing, but you are not confident in your abilities to go ahead and, take the thing out of the wound. And in fact, you've been told this is something that you do first aid tips, kids. You leave it in place, let an actual medical professional deal with this one. But you're able to go ahead and at least give them a bandage.
Yeah, and then just like give them some like, don't worry, authorities are on the way. They'll help. Just try not to move it. Sorry about all that. You know, robot doesn't know our own strength.
The person is sobbing in pain.
Damn it, we should hurry. The authorities will likely murder us if they find us.
I think the only one that they're going to be after is you, Rosie.
That is entirely possible.
You... Why don't you go and hide, and I'll see if I can help out the people around here, and Hall.
I'm not sure if I should do that. Washington was very clear that I was to protect you.
Does Rosie actually have the thing that connects to Washington still?
Yeah, it still has the pad. You guys just turned it off.
As a matter of fact, no, she doesn't.
Turn it off. Oh, okay. Damn it.
She no longer has that pad.
Oh, so he took all our money and he stole our pad. What the fuck, guy?
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Rosie looks over at the kind of like looks over in the direction of the approaching sirens. My programming tells me I could probably only kill about 20 to 30 officers of the law before they'd overtake us.
Not killing. I'm pretty sure that's a stun gun anyway. So
no, don't kill anyone.
But I really feel like it's the right thing to do is to kill people.
No.
Especially Jedi. Though I'm fairly certain that might not be right.
Just take us to the hospital.
Okay. Demi, last chance. I won't drag you if you refuse to come, but I will be very cross and I will have to report it to Washington.
Kit, is there a path you would prefer I take for story?
No, you get to choose what you do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay in. If the authorities are close, then help is coming. So, as long as I've helped the most immediately a danger person, then I'll go.
Wait, you're strong though, right, Rosie? You can just carry them with us.
Do you want me to carry all the injured with us?
Maybe not all of them, just some.
It sounds like a worse idea. No, don't do that.
I'm somewhat conflicted in my orders here. I think I could probably carry a couple if you'd really like. But...
Do it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Rosie walks over, picks up Demi, then picks up the injured person, and puts both of them, and starts, carrying all three as she starts making her escape.
Okay, how is Rosie making her escape?
Starting by jogging as quickly as she can. Being a, super battle droid, I doubt that's very fast.
They're not really known for their lightness on their feet, but go ahead and make me a dex.
Stomp, 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 stomp. 10.
10, okay. You are making your way, and it certainly helps that the crowds are parting in fear ahead of you. With your smoldering cloak and the fact that you just landed from the sky and recently were shooting weapons fire around, no one really wants to be close to you right now. There is a person who is moaning in pain in your arms and bleeding, as well as a couple of kids who have broken ribs.
Yes.
Can Demi check up on his lightsaber discreetly?
Yeah, go ahead and check on it.
Yeah, how is that?
It isn't there.
Oh. I was going to do this at the scrapyard, but we got picked up by a robot and flown through the air before I had a chance to check. So it could be anywhere along the way here.
Yep, there is no lightsaber in your pack.
Can I use sense to kind of, in a panic, try and meditate to see if I can trace where it is?
Go ahead.
Okay, what's my, okay. 1d plus 1. I rolled a 6. Oh, lucky me. 9.
9. It appears to be vaguely in the direction that Rosie is heading.
Damn it. Did one of the other Jedi take it? Or... Okay, can I, like, try and track it while we move, so that if we start moving past it or something?
Yeah, you can try and do that. Keep in mind that you will be distracted somewhat by the fact that you have broken ribs.
That's fine. Oh, can I roll willpower to ignore the broken ribs?
Go ahead.
Yes! This is what I took willpower for. Oh, that's not right. What's that? It's a 3D. 13.
13. You are able to mute the pain of your ribs somewhat, but the fact that you are currently being held in the hard metal arms of something that is running along is continually jolting it, which does not help your ignoring it.
Fuck the pain away.
I do not need to think about that.
Young children. Anyway.
What the frick did you just frickin' say about me?
Rosie
I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class.
Oh, God. Rosie says to Hall, you know, I've only been self-aware, truly self-aware and cognizant of the greater universe for a little less than 20 minutes. And I must say, I'm somewhat disappointed. It seems like this universe is rather horrible and full of many terrible things like broken ribs and pain and crash landings and inability to stop hugging.
And then she says, and your dead parents.
Yes, and your parents who are no. I am not sure why, Sapiens organic seems so insistent on continuing to function in this way. It seems rather, well, tragic. Why is that?
Clomp, 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 stab, 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 stab. It's your question to answer there, Hall.
I don't know.
Perhaps we can find out together.
So far, there's been nothing good. She's like trying to hold back the or hold in like going every single time every time a step is made.
Yes. Okay, the sirens appear to be congregating behind you for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that you're still on your way towards the hospital?
Yes.
Okie dokie. As you make your way out of the bazaar, there is more open space in the roads. As well as a number of people who have not quite cottoned on to the fact that you were the cause of all that commotion. You do, however, draw strange looks as Rosie continues to run down the streets.
I wonder why.
Yeah, gee.
Mm-hmm.
Hall seems very quiet. I suppose he might have been when I was still much smaller. But I had a harder time really recognizing things like that before. Is this normal?
I think you meant to say Demi.
Demi. Fuck. Demi is, well, that's what I just said.
Demi remains quiet still.
Rosie, go ahead and make me a perception roll.
Look of intense focus and sweat beading down his forehead.
Theme of concentration.
Very, very scared.
Oh, nice. Okay, so 11. Could've...
11.
Yeah.
Your targeting and tracking system has detected an aerial potential threat that is pacing you.
Yeah, so just suddenly just like literal like eye, light she has just turned red. Threat detected.
So, sorry, just quickly, what you were saying earlier, Kit, about droids that strapped innocence to them to protect themselves from Jedi, right? This has nothing to do with that, does it?
They didn't strap it to themselves, no. They used them as essentially living shields for an air defense position or a artillery position. I can't remember quite which.
Right, so nothing like what's happening right now.
No,
No,
totally
not
not. Totally not exactly like this. That time there was a lot more of them.
There were more. But yes, there is a potential threat that has been flagged by your targeting and tracking system.
Kill it. No.
There is a flying vehicle that has been pacing you for some time, and there is, beyond the motors in the vehicle, at least one high-density energy source within it.
I sense the potential danger in front of us. Should I kill it?
No.
Oh, no.
It is standing in the way of my primary function, which is to protect you. And I do really want to kill something. It's kind of getting a little distracting.
The airborne source appears to be descending towards street level.
Oh, I know what song I need to play in the background. Just keep going.
Right, the Valkyrie starts blaring.
No, I'm actually playing the GLaDOS. It's still alive.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there's like meanwhile, like Rosie, like this entire time has had this thing going on, like in her, like on her HUD. There's just a little thing saying like Jedi detected, kill, 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 kill.
Well, Rosie, assuming that you continue your run, it's only going to get worse, because the flying threat has now landed, and the high-density energy source, which is apparently attached to a person, has gotten out, and your photoreceptors have now made out the fact that that is, in fact, a lightsaber. Jedi detected.
Jedi detected. I think you want me not to kill them, right?
Kiddos, it's Talbane.
Oh, you handle this. I'm going back to meditating. I don't want to be around.
Hull, should I lie? Or should I tell them what happened?
Oh, shit. My mic was muted. Who's Talbane again?
Talbane is one of the Jedi that you have worked with. He's the one who taught you how to use telekinesis.
Don't kill him.
Okay, I will not kill him. Should I tell him what has occurred?
No.
I see.
Just say we got injured. No. Say we got injured.
Okay. So Rosie, as Talbane lands, shouts, "Hello! These children have been injured in a matter unrelated to flying. So did this person here."
Talbane just has a shocked look on his face, and it looks Rosie up and down.
I think they might be dead. She pokes the person she's been carrying with the leg wound.
Oh god, I heard
They scream in pain.
They're not
good.
dead. I think they need to go to a medical repair facility. Quickly.
Yes, they do.
I'll explain everything later, Talbane. I'm sorry.
He clips his lightsaber back on his belt. I heard rumors of a droid running rampant, and I thought it might be those... I thought it might be more of that, but instead I find that you've put your pet droid on a war robot?
Demi points at Hull.
A more accurate statement would be in, as I am more lodged inside of this chassis.
Sure, why not? The police are just going to love this.
Quickly
How
though,
heavy are
now
you?
that Talbane is closer, does it feel like the lightsaber is any closer?
It
Like,
does
say-
not.
Okay.
Heavy. There is a lot of metal in this chassis.
Right, we'll see what we can do. Let's get the guy onto a seat and get him laid down so his leg doesn't get jarred and he doesn't bleed out.
Yes. He's running low on fluids, I imagine.
And I never thought I'd see a droid worse than P4. Get in. The group flies off with the car listing very strongly to one side.
Talbane, Rosie asks Talbane, do you often feel the strong desire to kill Jedi?
No.
I fear I may be alone in this world after all.
I'm sure there are other droids like you out there.
I hope to meet them one day. I believe they could answer many questions.
He just shakes his head and continues driving. They
Damn
talked
it.
about the chaos that follows him. They talked about the chaos that followed that entire group. I didn't believe them. I thought it was exaggerated. I should have known better after Thyfera. Thought that was a one-off.
How's
They're droid.
how's Demi's search for the lightsaber going?
Demi, you are getting closer to the lightsaber as you fly onwards.
To the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this either a really good thing or a really, really bad thing.
Actually.
Little column B.
Yeah. Okay. Unless anyone else is going to get up to any other shenanigans.
No, she's too busy being in pain.
Right. You land, you are shuffled off to the med techs along with the gentleman with the wood in his leg. Rosie, you are waved further onward by Talbane and brought back up to the recovery room where Washin is lying on the bed with a datapad that is not working
This
as a link to the kids.
stupid thing. It could be anywhere at this point. Nope. Talbane!
Door opens.
Talbane, did you find the kid?
You got your new droid. He just steps to the side and Rosie fills the doorway.
Those are not the kids. Where-
No, they're being looked over by some med techs.
And is that Rosie?
I think so.
Hand slowly waves. What did they do? What
I
did
don't
they
know.
do?
I let them go off into the bazaar. I figured they might be able to, meet up with some kids there and, run down some leads. Instead, what I hear is there's a rumor of a droid running amok, and I come to find this.
They were injured in an unrelated accident. What? They were not injured while flying. It was an unrelated accident.
Who's afterwards?
Also, I've learned something new today. Mouse droids can't lie.
I am lying right now. I believe you'll find that I am capable of doing so.
Not convincingly.
That was still an inaccurate statement that you made before.
I apologize. You're no good at lying.
Thank you. I accept your apology. I'm afraid that both of the children have been injured, though they are not going to die. Unlike the person they brought with them. He might still die. Wow.
Talbane is just scrubbing his hand with his face with his hands. How do you survive being you?
I don't know. I don't know. She was a cute little robot. I am still a robot. I need to see the kids. I need to go right now. I need to talk to them.
They're in with med techs, and you're supposed to stay in bed.
Oh, okay. As soon as they're out, I want to talk to both of them. Both of mine. You. I need to figure out how I feel about that. Oh my. Oh, jeez.
So, while Washin is coming to terms with the situation, the kids are taken in by medtechs. They go ahead and inject your sides with something that numbs the pain and also accelerates the bone knitting process.
Nice.
Your ribs are taped up in the meantime, and you are cleared to, go about your business so long as you keep it, very low energy.
Neat.
Mechanical, what this means is you will not be taking the initial penalty, but if you are injured again, you will immediately move to 2 steps on the wound track.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. I didn't know.
Also,
where to
you
go
have been told that your teacher wants to see you.
That's nice. I also want to see Pate, and I also want to find a lightsaber.
Well, if you continue doing your meditation, you will fairly easily be able to find the lightsaber still in Washin's room. Pate is still back at your ship, however,
okay.
which would require a trip out of the hospital, which might not be looked upon favorably by the staff. You can try, however.
No, the ship's too far. I'm sure Pate's fine. He's a tough boy. Okay, well, once I establish where the lightsaber is, I will go to Washin.
Okay. What about Hall?
Well, I was gonna have her give him his gift.
Okay.
So you intercept me in the hallway?
Yeah. As the two of you are walking up, you pull out from under your dress the little disc-shaped seeker drone.
Demi, I have something that I found for you.
That you found? What do you mean?
So he hands him the thing.
Oh, this is a... Wait a minute. Did you steal this?
What? No.
Is there a detached lie?
Is there a lie?
I don't even know if you really need a sense motive on that one, but technically speaking, that would fall under perception.
Mash X.
Can I roll a hide to hide my lying face? None.
I want to see here. Just open up my clues book. Why?
Tell you what, you can roll your investigation to try and see through this lie if you want to, Demi.
Okay, sure. Investigation is a +1.
Yes. Hull,
10.
you can try and roll perception to go ahead and try and go ahead against it.
Okay. I'll roll my perception plus filthy liar skill.
The one that you don't have.
I know, right? I'm no good at lying.
And for the record, the applicable skill in system would be con.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I can't use hide because it's not...
Yeah, no, you don't have an applicable skill here.
That's a 12.
Demi! You believe it.
Damn it.
I found it to you. I found it. Well, okay. I didn't find it, but I noticed that, you know, that you were rummaging through that stuff, and so I took a bit of the money from that we were gonna give to the bug guy, and was able to buy this for you.
Oh, cool. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
She gives a giant smile.
Fucking Darksider. Don't trust you.
Okay, technically speaking, normally going ahead and stealing using the Force would be a dark-sided action. But because of the fact that it was for giving to someone else, this one falls under neutral category.
Yes! I will steal from the rich and give to the poor. I am the true neutral.
Also, the fact that the guy was ripping you off for all of your money does help change the morality factors involved here. Normally, you would not be able to use your ability like that to go ahead and not get dark-sided.
Yeah, Hall did not. Definitely did not pick up on the conning part there.
Oh no,
she just liked the cool robot. I mean,
yeah,
the cool robot crushed the rib.
It is missing, however, it's remote, and you're not sure if it's working. But hey, you've got a secret robot.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about was how do you know you're even going to get a working one? Okay, well, thank you, Hall, and then we go in to see Washin.
Mm-hmm.
Washin, the two kids have come through the door. Their ribs are taped up. And they are holding one of them is holding a seeker drone, and Rosie is standing in the corner.
Hey, Washin.
You've also been told the broad outlines of what.
I'm gonna put con as a skill on my and without points in it, because
you did actually go ahead and succeed at that. So yes, you can go ahead and put it as a unmodified but trained skill.
Yes. Good. The biggest liar. The realest liar of them all.
Washington just stares at both of them. I've heard about your little adventure.
Cav, you like her?
I've also been talking with Rosie. It's nice being able to finally talk to her. That's a positive. I'm less positive on... Now, I understand that you didn't mean to fly a robot through a bazaar and injure a number of people.
She flew herself.
I've picked up on that. And I'm not angry. I am, however, a little disappointed. I was hoping you two were old enough and mature enough to go out on your own without adult supervision. But I'm not sure if that is entirely the case.
It's not fair.
Demi is so mad right now. Because he can't defend him. He can't go, it was all her, because it's even more childish.
Yeah,
even though it's the truth.
Yeah, and Demi, I know you tried to take my lightsaber.
For the record, and Washington would have seen this, it was telekinesis out of your pack by Layla, who is sitting in the other bed still.
Layla pulled it out of your pack on the way out the door. Again, I'm not angry. I know what it's like to be young and excited.
We didn't do anything wrong, though.
I step away from Hole.
You crashed Rosie through a bizarre. You put Rosie.
Rosie crashed Rosie.
Rosie should be in a protocol droid or an astromech. She shouldn't be in that. You see Rosie sitting in a chair wearing a.
Well,
robe.
if we had it your way, then you know what would have happened? We're going to walk up to the mold, and then we're all going to die. And then if every single time something goes wrong, not because of our fault, and we're not responsible, then what does that make you?
Don't you try and turn this around on me, young lady. Both of you have been very responsible, and even if you didn't mean to do this, not meaning to do something wrong doesn't make it right when you do something that... You two are grounded. Until you've, had the ability to, until you had time to be properly trained, I don't think it's, right that either of you should be out on this mission. It's far too dangerous, and you're both clearly not ready for it.
So we're just gonna sit around, do nothing?
Young lady, I do not like that tone. You're going to stay put, and we're going to work on your Jedi training, and then...
Maybe if I'm getting trained by you, I don't want to be trained. Why can't it be Layla?
Because Layla is not the one who... Well, okay, she also helped you, but... Look, I didn't choose to train you, but you came to me, and I'm going to do what's right for you. And Layla agrees that this is incredibly dangerous. Don't you agree, Layla?
She frowns a bit in her bed.
Well, I didn't choose for my parents to die either.
I know this has been hard for you. Believe me, I know how much it can hurt to lose a family member.
Well, then why can't you when I get a big robot to help protect us, why don't you get what I'm doing?
Because that thing is not a suitable guardian. It's dangerous. It's hurt all sorts of people. And it's clearly, a bad influence on both of you.
What makes you any better? And she's gonna fucking huff and puff out the door and try and slam it. I don't know how heavy they are.
You can go ahead and slam it.
You're
and
gonna
I
be
think
grounded
that
for a month.
Go ahead and cut for this bit of the session.
Okay, so we'll catch you guys in the next part.
Cool.
Boy.